You're on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm just really, that was a relief that that it's okay to be where I am. And I don't want to just rush through it because I'm expecting this to be exactly what, you know, you have painted it to be. This I've never, and I think the hard part about it is it's like, it's something you've not experienced. So that's kind of difficult to just put everything into something that, I've never even done this, before. So that's the part that, but you got to keep going. And, I just did the assignment today, and I listened to when you said, some people put like 50,000 as their goal or whatever. And you were like, what the freak are y'all talking about? 50, what?
I want to make a $50,000 business.
Yeah. So I was like, well, she's acting like this is actually nothing. So I believe that as is nothing for this type business. And, regardless of, I hadn't done it and a lot of other people probably have not done it, but that's why they're, saying 50,000. So I'm like, well, she asked what it was, so I just went ahead and put, in the next 6 months is like 750,000.
There
So
you go.
It. Okay.
So a few things I want to touch on. Two things that you said I think is important. So I don't want you to paint I don't want your expectation to be the picture of what I paint, because first of all, I have experienced it. One, two, I think bigger than the majority of the people on the planet, literally. And I reach my goals because I do think big. So what I want for you and everyone else, which was one of the reasons we went through week 1 the way that we did, I want you to paint the picture. I want you to expect the picture that you have painted. What do you want to see in your business? Because everything starts with this vision here. I was just telling one of my business partners yesterday, my business partner said to me yesterday, one of them, he says, D, you're always talking about this stuff about just believing it, knowing it, and it's going to happen, and you can create things and make them real. Is this kind of like this BS coaching stuff, or is this really how you feel, what you believe? I said, well, let me ask you a question. When you go to the bathroom, when you decide to go to the bathroom to pee or poop, do you just go, or have you looked at it or thought about it in your mind first? That's the big question. When you're hungry, do you just go to the refrigerator or go to the store? No. You literally sit down in your mind, even if it's subconsciously, you say, I'm hungry. What do I want to eat? Oh, I want Moe's for dinner. That's what I had tonight. I had Moe's. Oh, I want to get some steamed shrimp. Like, so you're thinking it through first. And when you're thinking it through, you're actually envisioning that food. You're envisioning your shrimp. You're envisioning your Moe's. Or, man, I got to go to the bathroom. You know you've got to get up, walk around the desk, get around. You've already envisioned yourself doing these things. When you're talking about creating a business or unleashing an idea, and then I'm going to go live with this tonight on my Instagram because I'm so effing fired up. When you're talking about unleashing an idea, starting a business, or achieving something, it is 100% based on what you have decided that it is going to be. Many of you who have been trying to get direct clients for a year or two or what have you, the only reason why you don't have it is because you haven't figured that out in your mind first. The vision is not there. The vision is there with conditions. I want to get a direct client, or I want to have $1 million business plus, or this is something I desire, but you haven't fully flushed the vision out in your head. So when I went to my meeting the other day and they said, D, what's your goal? I said, my goal is to take over the tech space. They said, well, what does that mean to you? That means that I want to be that African-American woman sitting on the front of Forbes with my white shirt, with the big tie and my bald head, and saying, yeah, I was a teen mom and now this is where I am. But I've seen the vision. I know what I'm wearing. I know where I'm going to be. I know what I'm talking, like I've seen it. And not only have I seen it, I physically I'm in it. I'm in that space. When you guys come to my individual audacity event, which I expect everyone to be there at some point, I have already been in my, like, Lyric comes into the bathroom, and I'm just sharing this with you guys because I love you and I really want to touch on this vision piece. Lyric comes into the bathroom and sometimes I'm talking to 40,000 people, literally. I'm pointing, I'm screaming, the music is going in my ear, the lights are hot on me. I'm in my bathroom naked, just FYI, okay? But I'm in there like motivated because I already have the vision in my mind. I can smell the air. I can feel the energy of the people. It's my vision. And visions only come to life when you know without a shadow of a doubt that that vision belongs to you and you're going to make that vision come true. And you have to know it. Believing it. Believing is a step below knowing. You've got to know this business is going to work. Every staffingpreneur that I have worked with that have gone from 0 to $1 million or more, the difference between them and the people who have not even made $50,000 is that they have no hesitation. In their mind, they called me and said, I'm going to start a staffing business. It's going to make over $1 million and you're going to help me get there. What do I need to do? And they did everything that they were supposed to do and it happened. They never once said, but I don't think the clients are going to call me. Or what if candidates, I don't hear them ever say what they don't even hear things that could potentially harm them. If anything, I'm the one that's saying, hold on, honey, this can harm you. No, in their minds, they are so effing focused. They just know that this is going to happen. They just need somebody to guide them. So I just want to stress to each and every one of you, it is not the picture that I have created for you. I'm telling you about the picture that I've created for myself. And I'm telling you about the picture that I have watched my clients create for themselves. And I'm painting a picture for you that other business owners, staffingpreneurs have created for themselves and implemented. The big $1 million question for each and every one of you is, what picture have you created for yourself? Because that's what you've got to go after. That's what you're running into. Okay? So that was the first thing. And whoa, I got fired up, Pearl. You got me going on, girl. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing that you talked about was, hold on, because I was really on that space. You talked about, so I want to talk to you about the vision, and I forgot the second piece. I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay and give it to you. Because it was one more thing you said that I wanted to make sure, and I didn't take notes, and I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But when I get it, I'll come back and I'll go live and we'll talk about it, because you brought up some super valuable points in your messages. So I really appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you chiming in to this group coaching call. This is so awesome. Awesomeness. I'm just going through the comments. Deborah said, I'm taking your quote with me, D. I will reach my goals because I think big. I love it. Of course, honey bunny. Of course. Sister said, then we expect to receive exactly what we envision. You're always going to get what you envision. You're always going to get what you envision. The one thing I like my visions, they actually end up being more. You know, they actually end up being more. And I just want to really encourage, don't look at my office, it's a mess. But I really want to encourage you guys, use your walls effectively. Don't let them just have white space. Your walls should be representing your thoughts, your ideas. Everyone knows, like, we have gone and moved a lot away from using pad and paper, but writing is a spell. I don't care who thinks mumbo jumbo, witchcraft, forget all of that. When you are actually intending something and you're writing it down, this is my vision, this is what I desire. You are creating a spell for yourself of knowing this is what's about to take place. Write your spells out, write your visions out, put them on your wall so that you can see them consciously, so that you can see them subconsciously. When I walk past my walls every day, I got a magazine I've been wanting to develop since 2014. It's sitting on my wall. It's going to happen. Now, I haven't had the time to do that, but it's there to remind me that this magazine still exists in my vision and that I still need to be planning around how to bring that magazine together. And whether it happens today or 10 years from now, it's going to happen. Interesting enough, recently I met a young lady who shows people how to start their own magazine. So because this thing is still floating floating on my wall, and this is something that's a part of my vision, that as I'm connecting with people, is still coming into play. I'm like, man, I can see this thing coming to happen in the next 2 years instead of the next 10 years, right? So I just want you guys to keep those things in mind, and really just like stop looking at yourself as a human being and start looking at yourself as the energy that you are, your soul, your spirit. That is the core of who you are. And when you understand that, and you understand that everything that you see around you has been manifested from a freaking thought or vision, put 2 and 2 together, you have the same power. Okay, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. It might be too much for some of you. Okay, so, I mean, really got fired up there. This is group coaching. So if you have any questions, we still have like 4 or 5 more guests, and I'm working my tushy off to get everybody in here properly, but we have 4 or 5 more guests that are still coming on in the next week or so.